You will be unique. You will be responsible for changing how existence works around here. But they will call your difference a flaw. They will try to shake your light, silence your voice, and teach you to obey. Don't let them. Listen to what pulses before the rules. You will be born small before them. You will carry a light that no morale will be able to control. Now be born and change this small era.
A diamond was born!
This shouldn't happen. Welcome to Heartworld. Black outdid herself this time.
I usually know when a diamond is going to be born before it is born. Usually Black sends a representative to notify us.
Who am I? What are you talking about? Well, come on. We don't have time. Let's go to the mandatory tour.
Before any empire, before the colonies, and before the courts, a conscious light emerged. Before the colonies, before the courts, before even the gems knew the meaning of empire, there was only light. From the light was born a perfect consciousness, cold and absolute. She was called White Diamond, and where she looked, disorder became form. Where she spoke, the void learned to obey. And over time, other lights emerged around her. Different colors, different wills, different functions. Together, they built Homeworld, a world of purpose, a world of castes, a world where every gem was born knowing exactly what it was meant to be. White believed her system was the center of order, but space is infinite. And in the infinite, laws can arise that even light does not know. But the universe never belonged to a single light. Space was far too vast, far too ancient, far too deep. In regions where Homeworld's maps could not reach, matter obeyed different rules. Light bent differently. Silence had weight. And stars died in ways no diamond had foreseen. In one of those regions, far too distant even for Homeworld's eyes, an ancient star entered collapse. It should die. It should fade out. It should turn to dust. But there, in that impossible corner of the cosmos, the star's death did not become an end. It became pressure. It became crystal. It became consciousness. At the center of its ruin, a living core was born, the heart of cosmic diamond. From the heart's first pulse, a form was born. It was not light. It was not color. It was not reflection. It was absence. It was faceted shadow. It was will emerging where a star had refused to disappear. And so, the first sovereign of Heartworld was born, Black Diamond. Black Diamond was born from the first pulse of that impossible star. And unlike the light that would one day form Homeworld, she did not seek to shine. She sought to remain. When she opened her eyes, she found an unstable heart, too ancient to die, and too weak to keep creating alone. The star still pulsed, but each beat seemed to lose strength in the void. With her own energy, Black Diamond learned to transform matter into strength. From the silence around her, she drew fuel. From shadow, she shaped sustenance. And so the first miracle of Heartworld was born. A star that should have died remained alive. But life, for Black Diamond, never meant freedom. Around the heart, she raised a sacred chamber, sealed by walls of obsidian, crystal, and dark energy. A place where no one entered. A place where the heart could pulse eternally in her presence. With time, that chamber ceased to be merely a shelter. It became her throne, her temple, her secret. And outside it, Heartworld began to grow. From the first pulses came new forms, new quartz, new diamonds. Each one was given a function, a place, an order. Nothing should be born without purpose. Nothing should exist without symmetry. Nothing should fail. For Black Diamond, flaw was waste, and waste was a threat to the empire she was still building. Thus arose the first law of Heartworld. All light must serve the heart. All form must serve order. All order must serve Black Diamond. Eras passed. The empire grew in silence, hidden in a region where maps did not remain the same, and where the light of other worlds never fully reached. But the universe is far too vast to keep all its secrets forever. At some point, lost between the eras, another light found that shadow. White Diamond learned of Heartworld, and Black Diamond learned of Homeworld. Neither of them revealed the truth to their courts. Neither of them crossed into the other's territory. Neither of them called it fear. They called it balance. A silent pact was born between absolute light and absolute shadow. While Homeworld reigned under the radiance of White Diamond, Heartworld continued to pulse in the dark, ruled by a sovereign whom almost no one saw, but whom all had learned to fear. And so, for countless eras, two empires existed in the same universe, without their daughters knowing the truth, until the heart began to pulse in a different way once again. To be continued.